Welcome to Mount Rainier National Park. We are here for the day. We drove in. We're astounded by all of the views. We keep pulling off at all the pull-offs and we can't even get to Reflection Lake, which is where we're headed next. We've got a really full day planned. We only have one day here, so if that's what you're going for, you only have one day, come along with us. We've got the perfect plan for you. There are so many trails in Mount Rainier National Park that we couldn't do them all, but we did visit 3 different spots: Reflection Lake, Grove of the Patriarchs, and the Fremont Lookout. So we finally made it to Reflection Lake and the view did not disappoint. We didn't make it in time for the water to be still, but still very worth it, very exciting, and it's really peaceful. I kind of almost feel bad talking so loud for the camera because it's just so peaceful out here. So we came from a little south from Seattle, and it was a 2.5-hour drive to get to Mount Rainier National Park, specifically to Reflection Lake. And we would have had to get up around 3 to make it here for sunrise. And sunrise is whenever the lake is the stillest. So if you want to get here whenever it's still and you want to get that perfect photo with the sunrise and the still water and all of that, more power to you. Go get them. We believe in you. But make sure you get here before sunrise to get that. I would say this would definitely be a stop if you're coming to Mount Rainier. At least stop by. You literally just park on the road, walk down a little path, and then you got this view. So right now we are in the Grove of the Patriarchs trail. It is considered moderate to easy. It's been very peaceful, very easy so far. We actually cross this bridge that's one person at a time, so it takes a little bit of time that way, but otherwise smooth sailing. These trees are about 1,000 years old, so we're gonna go see them. So I know what you're thinking. All of this looks beautiful, but I've heard the hikes are hard, or maybe it's all uphill, but I'll tell you, there are pull-offs like this the entire way through this park. It's mostly driving, and you get beautiful views like this literally from the side of the road. It's amazing and so worth it. So if you're worried about coming out here and feeling too tired or like you can't handle it, you can, because you can just pull off and see the most beautiful sights. So we are back at Mount Rainier today. We actually left the other day because it was so smoky. By the time we got up to the sunrise lookout, it was so smoky that you could barely see the giant mountain. So we asked the park ranger. They said the view's not getting any better the higher you go, so we decided to skip our hike. It's the last day of our trip, and we thought, if we can squeeze everything else into the other days, maybe we can come back. And so we're back. With the smoke, it literally wasn't lifting, and it was only going to get worse according to park rangers. So we're hoping that once we get to the top, we'll be able to see more of Mount Rainier than we can right now. With a temperature of 32 degrees, a 20% chance of rain, and a 27-degree wind chill, we began our hike, hoping for an amazing view. When planning your visit to Mount Rainier, make sure you research the type of hikes you want to do and be prepared for not only cold weather, but hot weather, because the weather changes so quickly here. So right now we are about 325 feet elevation gain, about half a mile, and the views are only getting better. The clouds starting to move a little bit, and this hike has been totally worth it so far. It is freezing. There are 3 miles in total to get to the Fremont Lookout. The first 2 are easier, and the gain in elevation is about 600 feet. After about 2 miles, you reach Frozen Lake, and after that, the hike gets significantly more difficult. You double elevation in the last mile to reach 1,200 feet of elevation gain. You'll know you've reached the top whenever you see the Fremont Lookout cabin. So you probably can't tell, but we made it to the top of the mountain, and we literally can't see anything. So first tip, if you are at the bottom and there's cloud cover, there's really no point in going past Frozen Lake because it does not get better. It only gets harder. We made the turn, and what we'll say and what we've heard in maybe one other video is that once you make that turn to the actual Fremont Trail hike, it does get really difficult. It gets pretty steep and you gain a lot of elevation very quickly. I think we gained like 800 feet elevation in about a mile, which is a lot. It's pretty steep. It's not the hardest hike we've ever done, but it is something to be aware of, you know? Also, what I'll say is, this I didn't see in any other video, so I don't think you're gonna find this anywhere else. This thing is rocky. Like, there are rocks that you're crossing everywhere, and they sound like glass, like actually whenever you're walking on them, and they feel slick, and it's a little treacherous, especially whenever you can't really see past the cloud to your left and the mountain on your right, and I don't know, it's just a lot of rocks. So make sure you don't try this in sneakers. Make sure you have hiking boots or hiking shoes or something to protect your feet, because it's a little treacherous. It's a little nerve-wracking walking over all those rocks. So keep that in mind too. What I'll say overall is that I've seen pictures and video of this hike on a regular day, and it's definitely worth the climb. And I'm really glad that we did do it, because we haven't really done any hard or big hikes since we've been here this trip. So it felt good to get moving and gain some elevation and use our bodies, you know, stuff like that. So if you've been up here on a good day and you have any other tips or anything like that that you want to leave, put that in the comments. We'd be happy to hear that. One tip I will also give you, if it's cold, Colin's mom brought these hand warmers, and they literally saved my life. Like, I was gonna turn around and go back to the car until she pulled these out, because I could not feel my hands. They were like pain sticks. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. We hope that we helped you. We hope that you learned a lot. Make sure that you bring layers whenever you come up here, because it is freezing today, and it's August. This is like August 17th. So keep that in mind. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We got lots of cool content coming out. And make sure that you hit that like button. And again, leave us any comments if you have any thoughts. And we'll see you later. Bye.
Eat not crazy. Oh my god.
You can use all of this.